Hi, my name is Brittany, and I am a coach at the University of Toledo Center for Success Coaching. Thank you for joining me as I share some tips on conquering the clock. This presentation will cover time management and time tools you can begin using today. Managing your time while in the comfort of your home can be very difficult with all the distractions. It starts with finding a space in your home where you can avoid distractions and focus. Look around you right now and ask yourself, is this a good place to get my work done? Or do I keep finding myself focusing on something else or being disrupted by others? If you find that it is not a great place to work, I encourage you to try somewhere else in the home or figure out a way to reduce the interruptions. This can be a huge first step to avoiding wasted time. Now let's begin with study strategies. The two concepts I will be covering are the curve of forgetting and concentration cycles. Question for you. Can you remember what you ate for dinner yesterday? How about 1 week ago? 2 weeks ago? 1 month ago? It's very difficult to remember what we just ate for dinner. So imagine remembering content you learned in class yesterday, let alone a month ago. The curve of forgetting is a concept focused on how we retain or get rid of information that we take in. If you look at the illustration on the screen, it shows the percentage of information you can recall after you first hear it. You go to class knowing 0%. By the end of the lecture, ideally, you know 100%. If you do not review, read, or think about the material you learned, you will quickly lose the information. Between 50 and 80% of what you learned will be forgotten by the next day. Each day, our brains will continuously dump the information. To avoid losing information, take time each day to review the notes, starting within the first hour after class. It doesn't have to be a long time, just 5 to 10 minutes. When you repeat information, your brain can hold on to the data for longer. The more you repeat, the less time it takes your brain to retrieve the information when needed. For example, I can still sing every word to NSYNC songs from the 90s without hearing it in like 5 years because I heard those songs on repeat every day as a kid. I imagine you can relate with some artist's song or quotes from your favorite movie. The more information is repeated, the longer and more reliably it stays in the brain. So to fight the curve of forgetting, review your lecture notes after class and each day following to ensure the information is stored in your long-term memory and also to ensure you understand the content. Plus, this leads to less cramming the week of a big exam. Next, let's talk about concentration cycles. Your ideal study session should be broken into 60-minute time periods that include breaks to help you retain the information better. When you begin your study session, do not try to jump in believing you are ready to tackle all of your toughest material at once. As you begin to study, you are in light concentration mode. You should spend the first 5 minutes planning your study session, gathering material, and just scanning the material. As you enter the moderate concentration mode, you can spend the next 5 to 10 minutes going over past material. This will allow time to ensure you have a clear understanding of past content before moving into the new stuff. The next 35 to 40 minutes is the deep concentration mode. You should begin to read, take notes, memorize, and analyze, etc. Basically, all of the study tasks that take more critical thinking skill and more concentration. If you can stay focused, you will be shocked how much you will learn in just 35 to 40 minutes. Then after that deep concentration mode, make sure you give yourself a 10-minute break. You earned it. Then repeat the process. Please be aware if you break concentration anywhere in this process, you will need to start over from the beginning. So make sure you are working in a location with minimal disruptions. Keep in mind, you only have 24 hours in a day to accomplish all of your goals. The bulk of your day is spent sleeping. The average person needs 7 to 9 hours of sleep each day. Take a minute to look at your time spent. Are there areas you can adjust to allow more time for your academics? Since classes are now online, you will spend less time traveling and little to no time on sports and activities. This will allow you to gain more time to focus on your classes. Though, make sure you are still planning for some fun and relaxing activities for self-care. You can find a ton of apps on your phone to help manage your time. Several you can check out are My Homework Student Planner, Trello, and Evernote. Many students also find that their phone's preloaded calendar app can be helpful, and they can even set alerts as reminders for material that is due. Just make sure to set the alert ahead of the due date with enough advance notice so you have plenty of time to complete the assignment. If you are more of a pen and paper person, there is a wide variety of planners for purchase. But since physical planners tend not to have an alarm attached to it for reminders, make sure you're in the daily habit of checking your planner for upcoming due dates and exams. For a tool you can use for a weekly schedule, check out the links in the description in the box below. A to-do list is another tool for utilizing your time effectively. I like to call the to-do list style shown here the master to-do list. It puts all of your subjects in one place. I even like to make a column for personal tasks like do the laundry or give the dog a bath. Start by listing out all of your courses. Then list all of your tasks you should accomplish in each class that week. Break large tasks into smaller segments, such as your chapter readings, ALEKS homework, etc. This can help prevent a task from feeling overwhelming. Next, prioritize each assignment, classifying the urgency for each task with an A, B, or C. Add each task to your calendar as a 30 to 50-minute block, starting with your highly prioritized A tasks first. Using a to-do list helps you to keep track of tasks, decreasing the chance of forgetting any assignments. Plus, it feels really good to get to cross off the completed assignments and see that list shrink. It can also help you plan out your study times more effectively by allowing you to see all of your tasks laid out in front of you in order of importance. For a copy of the Master To-Do List, check out the link in the description box in this video. Today is the day to start getting your time under control. Evaluate your current time management system and decide what is working for you and what needs to be improved. Then give some of the tools from this video a try for the next week. See what you like and add it to your academic toolkit. The great thing is that all of these tools will also be helpful in your professional life after school. To explore any of these tools more in depth or to see how they may work with your classes and schedule, check in with your success coach. The U Toledo Center for Success Coaching has other helpful videos on our new YouTube channel, so be sure to check us out and subscribe. And don't forget, your success coach is still available by phone, email, text, and WebEx video chat. We are here to help and support you. I hope you have a great day, and thank you for watching.